Welcome to this week's Yin autumn sequence, and I am going to put together 4 shapes for you. So we're going to start just a relaxation before we get into our shapes. So closing down your eyes, start to slow down your breath. Bring your attention to the sound of your breath moving in and out of your nose. And now bring your attention to your chest, to the feel of your chest rising and falling. And now you're going to take 2 clearing breaths. So taking a deep breath in, filling your stomach, chest, all the way up to your neck, and then breathing out with a big sigh through your mouth, releasing all your fears and all your worries. So big breath in, hold, and then release with a big sigh. And again, breathing in, stomach, chest, neck, hold, and then breathing out. And just allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. And for our first shape today, we're going to move into supported fish. So I have got a bolt block there with a blanket over the top of it, and I have my rolled up blanket, so I've actually got 3 blankets rolled up, and I'm going to take my shoulders over the top and arms out to the side, head resting, and then slowly closing down my eyes. Now if you can feel this is too strong for your lower back, just take your knees up and have them there for the duration of the shape. If not, place them down. The other option is to even take a blanket and put it underneath your hips. If you need to, you feel strong sensation somewhere, maybe first before you adjust is maybe take a breath and then send that breath down to that area, allowing that body part to completely relax. Bring your attention to your body at the moment. Focus on the different parts of your body. Focus on the parts that are touching the ground to help anchor your mind. And take 3 more breaths in the shape. And then move into your recoil. So just taking your bolster or blankets out from underneath your shoulders, You might like to keep your pillow or support there, or even take it back. Arms by your side, legs out straight in your Shavasana for the next 2 minutes. Take 3 more breaths and rolling onto your side and pushing yourself up into a seated position. Now, for butterfly pose, we're going to be lying back over our bolster, and we have got our pillow up there behind us. You may want to make it a little bit higher, and then slowly, I'm going to just add a little bit for my hips. My hip angle needs a blanket under my bottom. We all have different hip angles, and so it really depends. It's not about flexibility, it's about the angle of our hip bone as to whether you'll need something supporting under your hips or not. And then slowly relaxing back like you're going into a really hot bath. And then you'll feel opening up across your chest, across your back, and then either laying your your legs down, or if you are feeling a strong sensation in your lower back, you can leave your legs out flat. Otherwise, bring them into butterfly shape. Again, either move your legs out or move them in, depending on how they're feeling, how your groin area is feeling. Another great thing to do is to roll up support underneath your knees, because we want to be relaxed in this pose. And take 3 more breaths in the shape. And for your recoil, you can take your legs out straight and even slowly move your bolster back or roll it to the side. And then lying back down in your Shavasana with your arms by your side, legs out straight, chin tucked in a little. And just to help you relax your jaw, If you place your tongue on the top of your roof of your mouth, it helps just to relax our jaw area. Relax your shoulders. And take 3 more breaths in your Shavasana recoil. So this is when we have all the benefits of our poses, and while we're focusing on our autumn season and we're focusing on our lung meridian at the moment, that is when our sadness and grief we might be feeling when we're in our recoil positions. So we're going to do a melting heart for the next one, to even sort of a child's pose. So I've found I haven't been sleeping as well. I'm going to do slightly different than what I may have shown you. So I'll give you the 2 options. So for the melting heart, this way, I'm going to turn my turn my bolster, and then I'm going to have my toes are together, my knees are out slightly, and I'm going to take my hands down in front and take my head down. Now, if that is too strong for you across your back, then you can use the alternative, which is placing your block there and bringing your head down, maybe bringing it in with a few more blankets. Now, the reason I want to do the other way is it just gets my head lower than my heart, so it gives me, it helps to release the hormones that actually stimulates that relaxation in my body, and also sleep. So the other way is a really great pose if you're having problems sleeping at nighttime. Is to just, I do it in my bed, is just to get under the blanket still, and I just get into this position and stay there for a few moments, and then I slowly just sort of wriggle down and go back into sleep, and it definitely makes a difference. So head down, and take a breath and send that breath to anywhere that maybe needs help relaxing into the pose. And take 3 more breaths in the pose. And then slowly move into your recoil. Just push your blanket or your bolster to the side and sliding out onto your stomach, hands down, and resting your head on your hands for the next 2 minutes. And just even your neck out by turning your head to the other side. And take 3 more breaths in the pose before we move into our final shape for today. And for your final shape, we're going to be in twisted roots. So you've got your bolster or stack of blankets to your right side, and then you're going to take your hips down and take them slightly over. So lift them up and take them slightly over to the left side of your mat. Then take your legs up into tabletop, and then you're going to drop your legs down so that your left leg is on top and your right leg is down on the bottom, and take your arms out, looking down over your right fingertips and closing down your eyes. This is such a beautiful pose because it targets all of our organs, giving them a really great twisting, rinsing action. So send a breath. So send that breath down into your hip area, allowing your hips to soften. Allow your shoulders to relax down towards the ground. And allow your face and jaw to also relax. And take 3 more breaths on this side. And then we'll move into our recoil of our Shavasana again. Legs down by our side and arms by your side. You might like to give your back a little rock even. Or stay in a little ball. And take 3 more breaths in the shape before we move on to our final side of twisted roots. So I'm just going to move mine down and swap sides so you can still see. And you can swap yours to the other side of your mat if you like. So taking our hips this time, lifting them up, taking them over to the right side of your mat, taking your legs up, taking your right leg down over the top onto your onto your blankets or bolster, arms out to your side. Now, the other thing you can do, if you're feeling a really strong sensation in your hip, you may even want to just put your other arm down by your side. Up to you, see how you're feeling. Listen to your body. Listen to what it needs right now. And take 3 more breaths in this shape. Before we'll move into our recoil. I'm going to take my knees up and give them a little hug and a rock from side to side. And bring yourself up into your relaxation. So you might like to lie down in your Shavasana and go into a Nidra Yoga and do the recording. I'm just going to do a quick relaxation for you to finish. You can continue doing that, or you can add on to the Nidra. So close your eyes. Allow your breath to soften. Take your attention to your body and how it's feeling now after doing all of the movements. Bring your awareness to your different meridian channels. Imagine all the chi energy flowing around your body now freely. There's no blockages. You've released all of those blockages. And now take your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. Your breath is such an anchor. That allows you to relax, allows you to calm your mind. It's that perfect tool that you have that you can use anytime. And slowly bring some movement into your body. You might like to wriggle your fingers or toes. And then roll on to your most preferred side. your hands to your heart center, between your heart and your center of your chest. And you're going to leave with a kind heart, and bring your hands to your lips, and you're going to leave with kind words, and bring your hands to the middle of your eyebrows, to your third eye, and you're going to leave with kind thoughts. And we're going to seal our practice with the words Namaste all together. Namaste. And thank you for joining me today for our autumn sequence of Yin Yoga.